WIFO-FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, by Murphy Builder Supply, Van's Barbecue, and First Southern Bank.
Hi, Wayne and surrounding counties. This is Sean O'Quinn with O'Quinn & Associates. The one constant in life is change. Throughout our lives, we will go down roads that we never imagined. I have decided that it is time for me to make a change. I have decided to start my own independent insurance agency. What does this mean for you? Better rates and multiple companies. Give us a call at our new number, 912-385-1000, or stop by and see us. We are still at 212 South First Street, and we look forward to serving you.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jessup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Hi, I'm Raymond Brown.
And I'm Mandy Yeomans. At First Southern Bank, our customers are like family. As a locally owned community bank, we're dedicated to helping our clients succeed.
We have loans for every need, whether it's personal or business. We have lines of credit, auto loans, equipment loans, and of course, we offer mortgages. Stop by our bank or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. And good morning, Bob. How's it going?
It's going great. Tomorrow's Football Friday.
That's right. Football Friday scrimmage between Wayne County and Glen Academy here at JC Stadium.
They finally get to hit somebody besides themselves.
That's right. Pop that leather.
They've been working hard, I tell you. It's hot out there, so it should be fun to see how it all shakes out. Like Coach Shaw said in the interview this week, Rocky Hidalgo will bring a good football team. Got a returning quarterback that's pretty talented, so it'll be fun to watch, to see how we shape up and see where we stand, get a lot of kids on tape, and get ready for the opener in 2 weeks at Bradwell Institute.
I thought the Glen Academy coach was acting like he might not even be able to field a team this year.
Well, he did that, but we know better.
Yeah, we know better.
I don't call him Cocky Rocky for nothing. I was surprised he pulled the Vince Dooley thing.
I know.
I was kind of
usually
shocked.
He's pretty like, we're gonna win this year.
Normally he's like, maybe he's mellowing he's been there 9 years.
Maybe he's mellowing a little bit, huh?
Yeah, but I was shocked. Like I said, when I interviewed him at 912 Sports Media Day, I said, how's the team going to be? He said, we'll be lucky if we can get 11 guys to line up. I was like, yeah, right.
Yeah, right, Rocky. Go blow smoke somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. And so that preseason poll pick there, who was that? Who did the preseason poll on our district, on our region?
Just a bunch of sports writers. AJC puts out their
AJC sports writers, okay. And so they picked who now?
They got Benedictine first, Burke second, us third.
In our new region, right, which is 3-4A.
3-4A, that's the new region.
All right, we are in
3. We're down at 4A, but it's Region 3. So.
Okay, so AJC Sports Writers has got BC 1, Burke 2, and us 3, and then those New Hampstead and Islands roll down from there, right? Okay, but like you said, that's the reason why you play the games. You just can't predict. You got to go out there and pop some leather and win some ball games. And so looking forward to it. So scrimmage game tomorrow night at JC Stadium on Donaldson Madry Haas Field. And we'll have that coverage for you beginning at 7 with the pregame with Bob and Joe, and then kick off at 7:30. Now, the first half is going to be like a normal game. That second half is going to be all kinds of stuff going on.
Second half, they're just going to do, it's structured, but they're going to get the young kids in there as well. So, they're going to get as many kids on the field as possible. So it's going to be fun. So it should be a good crowd. I've heard a lot of people around town excited about coming and seeing what the new team looks like.
Okay, have you had a chance to see the new seats at JC Stadium for the reserve seat area? They're supposed to be wider, more space between each person.
I haven't been to the stadium yet to see that. I'll probably see it tonight. They got a walkthrough tonight. I said they open houses from 3:30 to 6, so they're not having practice this afternoon. They're going to walk through tonight at the stadium after the open house. So.
Oh, they got a walkthrough? Who's walking through?
Wayne County football team.
They're just going to walk through.
Oh, they're going to do it.
Just a walk-through practice type thing. Like practice walk-through stuff.
Get ready for.
So you're going to go out there and watch it?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. All right. Do we need to bring some baling wire out there to tighten down that press box anymore? Do we need to go by the hardware store, get some baling wire out there, and get some guys to get out there and tighten up that press box so it won't fall over this year on you, Bob?
It's old. It's ancient.
Oh boy, Bob's every word here. Worried each year, he starts rocking and rolling up there in that press box, and Bob gets a little worried that next thing you know, he's going to find himself on the ground. So we need to get some more baling wire, maybe some poles to push up against it.
Really getting worried this year. See, last year we didn't win a game. There wasn't a lot of excitement. Nobody was yelling and screaming. This year there's going to be a lot of excitement going to winning games. So all that yelling and screaming.
Well, I'm sure the maintenance crew for the Wayne County Board of Education is making sure that it's safe and secure, Bob. So I would have no worries. Okay. Just concentrate on broadcasting the games and don't worry about the press box. It's nice and secure, Bob.
You say so.
Okay. All right, so scrimmage tomorrow night. And then, of course, you can get tickets. They're $10 each for tomorrow night's scrimmage at Sheffield's and
Wayne County Outfitters.
And Wayne County Outfitters.
And they're at the school today. I think they said the secretary is at the school.
Yeah, midday today, right. Sometime from 11 to 1 or something like that. You just walk through the front door there at Wayne County High School, and you can pay cash. Right. You don't have to register yourself on some database by going to GoFam where they can market to you everything in the world. You can pay good old cash today or tomorrow and not to be on some other internet list that is sold around for marketing purposes. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion, because I know what happens. And then you can keep up if you have everything to GoFan like all these high schools are doing. It's a way for the schools to keep up with the names and addresses or names and maybe not addresses, but the names of everybody who purchased tickets. If you pay cash, they don't know who came and who didn't. But if all the tickets for all these sporting events have to be purchased through GoFan, well, guess what? You've got to put that on your credit card. And so there's a record. And so all these schools get a complete list of every single person who's purchased a ticket. And, of course, I don't know what the fine print on GoFan is if you sign up for it. Most of these people, like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all these other apps like that, they have the very, very, very fine print that they can your personal information, basically they can sell to other folks. Some people, you don't know it's there, but it could be there. So you just got to be careful with that. But that's the way our society is today, is going to this all online stuff. It's the same way with the Jaguars. They started that a couple of years ago where they didn't send tickets anymore. You had to go and put the app on your smartphone, and then you got your tickets, and you walked through the gate. You just showed them your phone with a ticket, and then you went in. So there was a complete, record of everything right there. And now the high schools are going to it, and middle schools and stuff like that. So we're all in hundreds of databases out there, Bob. So everybody can keep up with us. The government, the big business, and everyone else can keep up with our every single move and what we do, what we buy, where we go. George Orwell's 1984 has come to fruition. But that's just my opinion. That's just progress, Bob. Is it progress?
I like hardcore cash.
Yeah, me too.
I don't understand. I don't understand if people turn it on.
Now, what do you do if you don't have a smartphone? Now, this is assuming everybody's got a smartphone. Not everybody's got one. Some people are going back to flip phones because they're tired of the smartphone.
I don't know.
I don't know. So, I don't know, Bob. It's just assuming everybody. I've never used a QR code before, ever. Yeah, I know that folks have. Thousands of people do. Millions of people do. But I've never. Have you ever used a QR code on anything?
I don't think so. Like I said, when we went to the Yankees game, like I said, the tickets were on, but David Earl had it on his phone.
He had it on his phone. Okay. So. I just know when I go down to Jaguar games, I have a Jaguar app, and then the ticket there, and I show them a phone, and they scan it, and I walk in, and so I just know that's the way it is there. But that's what it's going to. Yeah. Nobody wants to mess with the cash anymore, but mainly it comes down to information. Yeah. Strength and knowledge is in information, Bob. Power is in information. And so if all these entities are able to get more information, then they can, have more control. So, but that's just the way it is. We can't change anything. We can sit here as a couple of old codgers and complain about that we like our good old cash. But the younger generation, they look at me when I say I still write checks like I'm a dinosaur. You still write checks? Yeah. And so, but sometimes I do feel like a dinosaur. Sometimes when you're talking to these people in their 20s, 30s, and even 40s. But I just, you get in the habit of doing things for so many years, and you feel comfortable with doing that. And sometimes, Bob, you're just forced to change. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it.
The times they are changing, I guess.
Well, that's the one constant in life is change. One of the one constants. It's a constant in life is change. So that's just the way it is. Just nothing we can do about it. We can moan and groan and gnash our teeth, but that's just the way things are heading. And but I'm like you. I like just going up there and buying tickets and stuff like that. But then you're just changing. Okay. How long has Bob been calling Wayne County sports? Well, since 1983.
Since 82.
82. So 82.
A long time. So
this is your 40th year of calling Wayne County, or 41 if you count 82 as the first. Just you call in 1982. Did you do the play-by-play for Wayne County High School? Because I thought so. You were with the cable channel.
Maybe
I thought you started here in 83.
83.
Okay, so this could be the 40th year, because if you count that first year, then this would be the 40th year. So 40 years. 40 years Bob Morgan's been doing play-by-play for Wayne County High School and all the sports there that we carried through the years. Because I've owned the station for 30 years. I bought it in 1992, in March of 92, and you were here 10 years before that.
I'm not getting mad.
Well, 9 years before that. 9 years before that. So you're on your 40th year. This will be your 40th year of calling sports for Wayne County. Let's see here. Any idea when the reserve section ticket cards will be mailed out?
Don't have that information. I know there's still some reserve seats available. Well, they said that when they were here, when the Touchdown Club members were here. So, I'm sure you can call the athletic office. Call the Wayne County Athletic Office. They've got that information.
Yeah, just call the Wayne County High School Athletic Department, talk to the athletic secretary there, and they'll let you know when those reserve seat cards, I guess they're sending out cards, that you can just go in and get your seat. But the seats are changed this year. They're wider.
Yeah, I think they're
in. And they've got more room between the seats.
Pretty sure the seats are in. I said the main thing is they're trying to get the new lights in, but they haven't put the new lights in. I said they had new lights coming to JC Stadium. I said with some new features and things like that. So
new lights, huh?
Should be fun.
Are they going to be just white? Or are they going to color them?
They got those features. Like I said, the Touchdown Club order. They got you can go totally dark and then bring it back up and just flashing
Not
lights.
like the old lights, to where if they went off, it took like
it took for
10 minutes
right.
for them to cut back on,
Yeah,
Got to warm them suckers back up.
Some place it took like 20 minutes there. We've been there. We've had that experience before.
Yeah, that's happened when the lights have gone
yeah.
out. It takes, you see them dim when they start to cut back on, and it takes 10 to 15 minutes for it to cut on. Remember in that professional football game that happened that time? Electricity went off, and then you saw the dim of the lights start to come back on, and it took 10 to 15 minutes for them to get totally bright. Yeah, apparently, these LED lights don't need that.
One stadium, it went. I mean, you talk about dark. I mean, it was pitch dark. I mean, you can't see anything.
You couldn't see nothing. Huh? Where's the end of my nose?
It took like 20 minutes for it to come back on. But yeah, they said the school system purchased the lights, but the Touchdown Club, there's some features to the new lights. So
it'll be interesting to see what these features are this year.
So.
More entertainment, more show during the game with the light show there with the new lights.
Should be fun.
Okay. Someone just texted in and says, Bob Morgan is not only the voice of Wayne County sports, but he is also the heart and soul. Oh, how sweet he is.
How nice is that? That's nice. It's been
fun. Oh, how sweet he is.
Been a good ride. Been fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. I said that's my passion. I like doing the play-by-play. That's what that's what I look forward to. I said there's no script. Just go out there and paint the picture, have a good time. So
right.
It's been fun with Joe. I said I've had a lot of people help out.
Yeah, you've had a lot of color guys.
Yeah.
Started years ago, and they've all changed through the years, and you've had Joe now for the last several years. Here's another text that says, thank you both, Butch and Bob, for all you do for us on the radio. They say both of you have a face for radio. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, I definitely have a face for radio. That's for sure.
Yes, sir. Face for radio. Yes, sir. We appreciate those people sending in those nice comments to us. Thank you for listening. All right. Well, we've done all this, but you said something on the news the other day after you went to the city council meeting that just made my jaw drop, okay? And I've asked you about it a couple times since then, but we haven't had a chance to talk about it. The MLK building, which is where Concerned Services used to be on Bay Street next to the fire station in Jessup. All right, that's where the MLK, I didn't know where it was at. I didn't know it was called that, but that's where the MLK building is. When Concerned Services moved out, the building's just sitting there aging. Just nothing done to it, just sitting there, getting older, and it needs to be fixed up. And you've got an entire list there of items that were given by who?
Don Heron, the building inspector, was asked to go and look at the building and come back to the city commissioners and tell them how much it would be to just bring the building back to light. So light fixtures, $4,826, flooring, $43,416, windows, $14,000, suspended ceiling, $6,000, renovate the bathrooms, $10,000, paint, $500, paint exterior, $250, petition walls, $2,000, repair minor interior damage, $2,000, the HVAC, which is the air conditioner, $14,500 to $17,000, HVAC labor, $6,000, $10,000. Total cost comes up to about $109,000, what he told the commissioners Tuesday night would take to bring the building back to life. And that's what they want. They want to bring it, they want to use that building. The fire department, Josh Huffman was there, saying that they'd like to have it for the fire department for classrooms and, more space and things like that. But the Commissioner Pam Schuman also wanted to be used for the public, like if you had a, community event. You could use it.
Event, you could rent out the building.
That's the plan, to bring it back to life, let it be under the fire department, keep the name. Of course, that was one thing they wanted to stress. They wanted to keep it the MLK.
Keep it the MLK building. Right. That's great. Okay.
So, but during
reason to change it.
During the discussion, Don Heron stated that the mayor stated that he'd like to donate the air conditioner.
So the mayor of Jessup, Ralph Hiscox, would like to donate the air conditioning system, right, which is, I think I said there, anywhere from
$14,000 to $17,000.
So anywhere from $14,500 to $17,000, and Ralph wants to donate that air conditioning system.
Right.
No charge, just donate it.
Just give it to the city.
Save the city up to $17,000, somewhere between $14,500 and $17,000. He wants to donate that air conditioning system. Now, you think that the city commissioners would say, man, that's fantastic. Somebody wants to save the taxpayers of Jessup $14,000 to $17,000. We could use that money without having to spend it. We don't have to spend that money. We save the taxpayers of the city of Jessup $14,500 to $7,000. Let's say up to $17,000. You know, things always cost more than they say. So $17,000. Ralph says, "I'll donate that air conditioning system." And then what did the city commissioners respond to his offer of this donation?
Commissioner Caulfield said they wanted to bid it out, and that was, no one else on the commission said anything.
No one on the so Commissioner Caulfield said, "No, let's bid it out."
Right.
No, we don't want you to donate that. We want to bid it out. We would rather spend the $17,000 than save the $17,000. Did he give any other? I'm just trying to find out. Why would a city commissioner not want?
He asked the city attorney. He thought that there were some kind of legal ramifications that the mayor was involved as far. But Michael Conner made it clear if it's a donation, there's no problem. It's just
there's no legal problems with that. No legal problems according to the mayor, to the city attorney. Conner said there's no legal problem, so the mayor could donate that $17,000 air conditioning system and save the taxpayers of City of Jessup $17,000. But Tim Caulfield did not want that. He wanted to say, let's bid it out.
He wants to bid it out.
He wants to bid it out, and none of the other commissioners responded and say, hey, wait a minute. We're saving the people we represent $17,000.
Nobody said a word.
What if some other heat and air system here in the City of Jessup had walked in there, okay, and said, well, we heard about this. We want to help the citizens of Jessup out. We're willing to come in there and donate that air conditioning heating system to the City of Jessup. What do you think the commissioners would have done then if it had been another heat and air company?
I told you off there. I'll tell you on there. They don't like each other. It's a personality conflict. He was here and told you the story. I mean, it's just right. Yeah. It's just did anybody refute that? Did anybody come and say that's not true?
No, we offered. Did any other city commissioner to come on and refute what Ralph said?
Look how many people in the community go on the website and see how many people listen to that show. I mean, it's been well listened to by many people.
Yeah, that was one of our most one of our podcasts that's been listened to thousands of times.
It's just a personality conflict between those two people. But why? I'm like you. I don't understand why. I was kind of surprised that nobody on that council said, well, wait, hold on, Mr. Caulfield. If he wants to donate it, we'll be glad to have him donate it. But no, nobody said anything. They just sat there and let the two go at it. And then later in the meeting, like I said, Ralph got to dig back in because later in the meeting, under Idaho's commissioners, Tim Caulfield asked the police chief, Perry Morgan, to come up there, and he was asking about something in a neighborhood. And 3 minutes in that conversation, the mayor says, well, Mr. Caulfield, I thought that we're not supposed to talk to department heads. I thought we're supposed to go to the city manager, have the city manager talk to the department heads. So Tim Caulfield, while Perry Morgan standing at the podium, looks at the city manager and says, Rose, will you instruct the police chief to check in that neighborhood? And she said, yeah. So it goes back and forth. It's just it's like two fifth graders not getting along.
Okay, here's a more explanation of the air conditioning system here. Heat and air proposal for the MAK building. It was not a donation of the system itself. It was the donation of the installation, which is up to $10,000. So not the heat and air system itself.
So it's the labor.
So it's the labor, which is up to $10,000. It could be anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000. So Ralph he just explained to us here, it wasn't the donation of the heat and air system. It was the donation of the labor to install the system. So that's still a savings of up to $10,000 for the city of Jessup. Maybe they will change their minds and say, "Hey, we would like to have save that money." I just, you just hate to see the friction, the conflict, the way things are being done right now in the city of Jessup when it comes to the city council. And that's when I say that, that's what people text into us here on the show. Okay, they'll text in stuff too. I'm just basically quoting what folks comment to us when Ralph was on the other day, and other stories that you do. They'll come in and just say, what's going on with the city of Jessup? Why can't they seem to get along? They just seem to be bickering and fighting, and instead of trying to work together for the betterment of Jessup.
That's not going away anytime soon. I mean, like I said, it's just a personality conflict. Two people don't get along. They don't like each other. I mean, it's obvious.
But you got 4 other city commissioners.
Well, they need to speak up.
Okay. Well, one did speak up at one meeting and got so upset because of what was happening, he left. You had the pastor on there saying, we shouldn't be doing this, and he got up and left because of all the stuff that's going on. It's just the reason why we're talking about this so much is because we get so many comments on it. Through either emails or text messages or phone calls or comments from people around, and we talk around. What's going on with the city of Jessup? Why can't they get along? It's always been a good-run city. What's going on now? And basically, you're saying it's a personality conflict with Ralph and Tim. Is that it?
I'm not saying it. Ralph.
Oh, Ralph said it. Excuse me, Ralph said it. Bob didn't say that. Ralph said it.
It's obvious. It's just, it's there on display every time you want to go to a meeting. It's not hard to figure out what's going on. It's not rocket science. It's 2 guys that just don't like each other. One's a mayor and one's a councilman. So the bad thing is, like I said, they sit next to each other. I'm afraid there's going to be a fisticuff right there. They need to separate and they need to move down.
It wouldn't last long. They would give out very quickly, Bob. Just kidding, Ralph and Tim.
I said, Ralph came and gave his point of view. No one came and refuted it. We gave the invitation to anybody who wants to come. I don't see anybody accepting that invitation. I don't see anybody walking in here and sitting down and giving their opinion. But it was just, the shocking thing was you had a mayor willing to donate $10,000 and
up to $10,000 in labor. He was willing to put it. That's what the business he's in. Heating and air.
No other commissioner said, "Well, thank you very much. We'll be glad to take the donation." No, that didn't happen.
That didn't happen. Everybody just sat quiet. We just want to bid the whole thing out. So, we'll see how it all turns out. Someone just texted in. All right, see, this is the kind of comments that we get, folks. All right, now we don't read all of them because some of them are pretty. He says, "This is the same bunch of idiots that pay taxpayers' money for a search committee." Okay, this is a text that just came in. Here's another text. It's ridiculous to have grown men on a council that can't push past being petty betties and do what's best for Jessup. I said Wayne County, it was really for Jessup. And furthermore, why do the rest allow 1 or 2 of the council people call all the shots? But we see this on a lot of boards around here. It seems like a lot of boards around here are basically run by 1 or 2 people, and the rest of them just go in line. From what the text messages that we get in, the emails, the comments we get around town. I'm not out there. I don't hear. I just go by what folks send in. And that's the reason why when Ralph was on the other day, when Ralph Hickox, the mayor, was on the other day and talked about the situation going on with the city council and him, the mayor, and the friction and the conflict, we asked any other city council person to come on to talk about it. We asked the city manager to come on and talk about it. We want to get all sides. We want to get all opinions from the city council people that are on the Jessup City Council and the city manager and respond to what Ralph had to say. But every single one of them refused to come on the air or has not wanted to come on the air. They haven't asked for it or they have said no when we ask.
We say it all the time. The invitation's there. All they got to do is say they're going to come. We'll put them on the air. Love to have them.
But this pretty much is it kind of sums up the emails and the text messages and the comments that we receive. It's ridiculous to have grown men on a council that cannot push past being petty betties and do what's best for Jessup and Wayne County. And furthermore, why do the rest of the council people allow 1 or 2 to call the shots? Okay, here's Ralph again. I don't have a problem with Tim. As I said on the air, I went to him to bury the hatchet before either of us took office and thought that was the case. It was for me. I in no way want to hurt Jessup. Okay, and that's true. That's what Ralph said on the air that day, that he went to Tim beforehand and said, yeah, we've had some problems in the past. Let's just bury the hatchet and move forward and do what's best for the citizens of Jessup. And then right in the very first meeting of the first council meeting in January, things started happening behind closed doors in executive sessions that put all this in.
But they also said they were going to Savannah for the GMA.
Right.
They wanted the GMA to step in, but they had to have everybody on board to do that. Well, guess what? That didn't happen. And from reports, it wasn't a very cordial event down in Savannah. Mm-hmm. So, but we weren't in Savannah. But my sources tell me that there's a lot of tension down there at that GMA. It wasn't a good event. So that's just what I've heard. But I wasn't there. I'm just going on my sources, which I trust my sources.
Okay, and someone texted in, every mayor in every city communicates with department heads and the city manager. This is a political mess, and it's mainly because of one city council person because of the problem.
And the sad thing is, we had Bill Werkheiser a week later.
Yeah, Bill Werkheiser came and he
said
commented.
He went and looked at that city meeting and talked about how it was just childish and petty, but how it has a major effect on state funding to the city of Jessup. That's the problem. The problem is Bill Werkheiser said it chapter and verse.
State Representative Bill Werkheiser.
State people see this, read this, hear this. They go away from it. There's all these other cities in the state of Georgia that want funding and grants and things like that, and they're not going to give it to people that are in total fight mode. It's just not going to do it. I mean, Bill Werkheiser said it best. I mean, he said the state's going to run away from that. So that's the problem. It's a bigger issue than just a local problem. You got all these people wanting funding, looking for help from your state government officials. Well, state government officials aren't going to come help you if they see all this bickering and fighting going on between the city and county government. So that's the bigger issue.
It hurts Jessup in so many ways when all this is going on. Well, Bob, we're out of time. I just wanted to go over that because, we have received so many comments and everything since Ralph was on, and then when you report on the city council meetings, we get comments from there, and so I just wanted to go into it. And I really would like to have other city council people on or the city manager and talk about these issues and so forth. But all these text messages, I've only read we got so many of them coming in right now. Just people just totally they don't like what's going on there.
That's the old saying, elections have consequences. So.
Elections have consequences. All right, Bob, have a good day. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, by Murphy Builder Supply, by Van's Barbecue, and by First Southern Bank. All right, we're running a little bit behind here, and let's see here. I got to do something first of all right here. Let's get that stop, and that stop.